I've never tried 3D printing before, and boom, do you want our best 3D printer? Until Bambu Lab decided to send me this beast as well as sponsor this video. In the first box, I found 3 boxes. First one had paper, second one brown filament, that's the plastic that you 3D print with, and the third one some green filament. This box weighed 30 kilos, and it was also full of filament that Bambu Lab let me pick out. So I chose a bunch of random colors. Or that's what they thought. Huh? Can you see the vision? No? Come on. I'm going to try to make Shrek. So to make Shrek, I first need to turn on the printer, figure out how to print. What else do I need? Get Shrek model, like the file for the 3D printer to print, and boom. Doesn't sound very hard. The printer came in another massive box. And I had no clue what the other stuff that came with it was. Oh.
Ooh, a USB port.
Oh baby, it's massive. That's what she said. So after unpacking the printer, it was time to put it together. I'm going to have a massive problem with reflections. First, I unscrewed a bunch of screws that were marked bright red. It even shows you which way to screw. Nice. And then I found more screws. Not the most comfortable I've ever been. Oh, there's some box here on the other side. This was an imposter, it's not a box. And after dealing with those, I was able to take out the AMS. This was the thing that was attached inside of the printer. It's like a smart box that automatically feeds up to 4 different filaments to the printer. Kind of looks like the thing where you hold bread. She ain't going anywhere. Next, I removed a bunch of foam. Please remove this foam. Oh, it's not going anywhere. Or maybe this whole thing here can move forward and then I can pull this out. It does move. Wait, should I not move it like this? Then it was time to turn it on. There she goes. Nothing seems to have happened on the printer. Turns out I had to plug in the safety key and it was good to go. I then went through the setup process. Important safety note, for laser addition, please make sure the air pump screw is removed.
This is probably the screw.
Doesn't really look like a screw. Calibrate for lower noise and better print quality. Is something happening? Something is happening. Whoa! So I left it there to do the calibration. It's almost complete. How long did it take? Just enough to make the perfect salmon meal. Oh, that was a great meal. Don't do that accent ever again. Shall we dive into another 3D adventure? Whatever you say, mister. I'm still eating. We're in the main menu. It shows a bunch of temperatures. Boop. Click on a filament to trigger automatic load. Let's do a little bit of Googling. Bambu Studio beginner tutorial. Oh yes, there's a software that I should download. Get started with Bambu Studio video series. Oh, they have their own like thing. And there she is. There's a horse head. Wait, is this 3D printed? That looks so cool. Let's do a quick installation. We kindly request your help, skip, so it works with all sorts of different printers from different brands. Filament selection. Oh, I have like a whole box of these. Which ones are they? Good question. There we go. These are all of the filaments that I have. That's a lot of material. ABS, PLA. Are there any other ones? PLA silk. Oh, this one's deselected. TPU95AHF. Do I know what that means? Of course. This one costs 35 euros, so it's probably cool. Bambu Network plugin provides the following features: sending print job via WLAN or cloud service, full remote control, live view streaming. Okay, finish. I'm sold. I know there's a camera in there, so I want to be able to see it, so I don't have to get up from my chair and actually record. Recently opened Market Lab. What's Market Lab? Create custom models quickly and effortlessly, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Oh, so it's made just for me. Whoa, what is that? User manual. Probably where I need to be. There's tabs: prepare, preview, device. I'm connected to a VPN, that's why it probably doesn't show anything. I should see inside the printer. Wait, oh, the printer is off. That might be it. What's this? Boop, nothing. Please confirm if the printer is connected. Calibration. Oh, it says no printer here. Okay. Bind with pin code or access code. What's the difference? Please log in before binding your device with a pin code. Alternatively, you can use LAN mode to bind your device. What if I do access code? I need IP and access code. Let me get that from the printer. Maybe that's the one. Connect. Oh, it's grayed out. I don't see any access code. Oh, I see it now. The printer mode is incorrect. Please switch to LAN only mode. Okay. Connecting to printer. What does this do? Hold on. Oh, baby. We are in. Auto record monitoring, go live. What does go live do? Air conditioning, lamp. Boop. Oh, bravo, going dark. What just happened? Beep. I'm not even 3D printing, I'm having fun. So if I click random buttons here, what is this? Exit. Oh, these are for spools. I should probably set that up. Bambu Lab, first time 3D printing tutorial. And I'm a robot. Buses. This is so annoying when using a VPN, you're always a robot. Also, a quick hack is to just open up a new tab and paste it in again. Oh, never mind. If I do it slower, am I not a robot then? Boom, still a robot. 3D printer was easier to get into. To continue, complete the task below. Even YouTube. This person also has the thing at the top. He plugs in that cable at the end of it. Okay, so I plug the cable here. Then he puts in a tube there, pulls out the tube, unexpected maneuver. So I just slide this in, I guess. How deep do I go? Wow, that's what he said. Okay, it's pretty deep, 1.5 inches. Plugs it in and feeds it through one of those things. It says right and left extruder. Let's just go with this one. Puts in the filament. Oh, it's supposed to rotate. Auto mode. Each AMS requires one spool of filament, taking about 20 seconds per AMS. Wait, what does any of this mean? Help the AMS identify which extruder it is connected to. Right, left. Well, here I connected it to the right one. With manual mode. AMS A, AMS B. What? Okay, left extruder. Oh, it just started blinking. It says left extruder AMS A. Is that good? Confirm. AMS connection set successfully. Oh, it shows the water level. I have no idea what I'm doing. What is this graph? Okay, I just pulled out a spool from my vast collection. I wanted to do this before so bad. 3, 2, 1. Oh, don't do that again. Oh my, this should break if I just do it hard enough. What? No way, it doesn't break. Oh! So there are these clasps here. I open this. I think you put it in this hole. That's what he said. And take this off. Doesn't seem to be going in. Do I push it harder? Oh, there's a bunch of internal things you can print. Let's do the pirate ship. Match the filament. And there's a little sign there. Okay, there's only one option here. Boop. Starting the printer. Is it actually printing? It's actually doing something. Why does it say empty though? Oh, please feed the filament into the PTFE tube of the right extruder until it cannot be pushed any further. Wait, continue. It's blinking red. Okay, how do I stop? Oh! Why am I putting my hand there? Assistant HMS. No filament was detected in the right extruder from the external spool. Please load a new filament. Took me to Bambu Lab wiki. Oh, so this just describes how to fix things. Cool. So I think I didn't load the filament incorrectly on the top thing. Check if the filaments in the external spool at the rear of the printer are really used up. Okay, so they're not. If the filaments are not used up and there are still filaments in the tool head, continue to check whether the extruder indicator icon on the filament page turns gray. Oh, I have to select a nozzle in the settings and I should choose left. Okay, there's some cleaning happening. I'm pretty sure I just haven't installed it correctly. Quick start guide for H2D laser full combo. Laser? That's right. It's probably a good time to mention that this 3D printer isn't just a 3D printer. It also has a laser, that's why the windows are tinted green, and it can also cut stuff with this sharp blade, which I'll try to attempt later in the video. Okay, skip, skip, skip. Oh wait, all the parts are here, nicely laid out. Skip. So how do you load in the filament? Oh wait, I need to lift something up. Hold on. It's rotating on its own. All I had to do was push this little thing in, this. Oh! Don't do that again. All I had to do was push this in. Wait, this is a great instruction manual. I'm saving it. Now it says PLA here. Filament Bambu PLA matte. How does it know? Serial number? How? It knows the color. Wait, what the hell? Either way, let's start the print. Oh, please feed filament into the PTFE tube of the right extruder until it cannot be pushed any further. Wait, what? Lamp. Turning off the lights during the task will cause a failure of AI monitoring, like spaghetti detection. Spaghetti? Keep it on. What am I doing? But I have the thing that's on top connected right there, so why is it not working? Load. Whoa. Load what? What is it loading? Unable to feed filament into the extruder. The AMS might be mismatched with the extruder. What if I do the classic continue anyway? So I think it doesn't go into this thing here. Maybe I just pop it out. Oh wait, no, it is inside. Go back in. So then it's unable to go right in here. It doesn't like go anymore in. My fingers are just It's sliding. The spool is going in and then out. Why is it coming out? The AMS may be mismatched with the extruder. This could also be due to an entangled filament or a stuck spool. So I click this, load. Now it's pulling back the filament. Oh, unable to feed filament into the extruder. Okay, I removed and inserted this back in. Let's see if it works. It's pulling it back, okay. Oh, it's stuck. So why does it get stuck for no reason? Once again, I have this pipe. This here is the right extruder. Push it in about 8 centimeters. This is like 12 centimeters. That's about 8 centimeters, right? Doesn't go in anymore. Maybe here I switch this to the right. Oh, surely that's it. Never mind, that's not the problem. Wait, if I go into nozzles, it's using the left nozzle. I wanted to use the right one. So why isn't it using the right one? And this shows this going to the left. But this is actually connected onto the right nozzle. Wait a minute. So maybe, and just maybe, I connected to the left. Load. It doesn't work. Or does it? Wait, it does work. It didn't go back. Huh? Oh, don't scare me like this. So remember how before I chose manual mode? That's probably what it was. Put this back into the right nozzle and do automatic mode instead of manual. Why would I choose manual? AMS setup complete. Oh my god, no way. It's because I randomly decided to choose manual mode. Okay, let's start the print. Oh, look at how fast it's going. I thought it was going to be like 10 times slower. And my whole table is shaking. If the boat turns out nice, it did a really good job of calibrating out the table movements. Oh, it's stuck there pretty good. I expected it to be a lot more flimsy. There's some sort of a plug at the bottom. I could have used this opportunity to plug something, like my YouTube course.
Does it float? That's crazy.
So let's move on to task number 2. Psych, it's task number 3. Get Shrek model. Shrek 3D printing model. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Wait, that's not Shrek. Okay, they're not as good as I imagined, except maybe this one. Oh, that's a Shrek Terminator. Oh, okay, what is that? It's like mini Shrek. We can also do Donkey, I guess, but it has these gradient colors. I'm not sure how to do that without like spray painting afterwards. I'm downloading this one. It's going to ask me to sign in, isn't it? Wait, maybe I can find it inside of this. Bambu Studio. Shrek Slug. What's Shrek Harvey? Okay, there are a bunch of them. Shrek Wazowski. Wait. Shrektopus. Isn't there a normal regular Shrek? What if I look for a Blender model for Shrek? And then from Blender, I could probably import it into the printer. Oh, look, the NPC Shrek. I think that's perfect. I don't know how it would be able to print this cloth here. Probably impossible. Log in with your email. Of course. So which format do I want? Maybe the original? Can I open it with Bambu Studio? No. The texture file looks nice. What if I open Blender and try to open this 3D format within Blender? Just drag it in, import FBX, boom, it's here. Look at that. It has a bunch of little ends coming out of it. What if I just boop? Now it doesn't have any textures and I don't remember how to add textures in Blender. What if I just imported the whole thing? Nope. What just happened? One eye is missing a texture, but the face is good. Wait, what? I don't even know if you can use Blender files inside of Bambu Lab. So before I try texturing this, let's see how to even import Shrek into Bambu Lab. Export STL, load into Bambu Studio, orient model, slice, print. Keep in mind the models need to be manifold. Complete envelopes with no holes or gaps. Good luck. Uh-oh. Manifold. Interesting. To convert FBX file to a format suitable for 3D printing, you'll need to use a 3D modeling software or an online converter. Popular choices include Blender. Import FBX file into Blender. Oh, nice YouTube. There's an option to find missing textures. File, external data, find missing files. Wait, file, external data, find missing files? Look at that. Okay, there's no legs. They seem to be see-through. There's no eye, but there's more textures. Oh wait, this eyeball has the texture and this one doesn't. Base color, Shrek ball, and this just has base color. So if I go here and choose image texture, Shrek ball. Oh, boom. So for this print, I'm going to need a bunch of colors. Black here, brown here, white here, that's 3, then green, that's 4. Oh, so I might just need 4 colors. Black, brown, white, and green. FBX file Blender, see-through textures. To continue, complete the task below. And there's no task. I have to untick show back face. There's no show back face. Pass in something's changing. Emission sampling, none. Homogeneous. Okay, what? Thank you, this saved me a massive headache. Well, I'm still having a headache. This tutorial is choosing render method blended. Do we have render method? No, we don't. Oh, that just did it. I just had to select a different material. There's Shrek body this, and for some reason there was Shrek body 001. Oh, baby. So then it's time for the magic, which is printing. Blender model to 3D print quick guide. Make sure there are no holes in the model. Well, I guess there's this strap here. Does this count as a hole? I guess I could just remove it. Nah, let's keep it in. I want to export it with STL. There it is, and it even has the Bambu Lab icon. Oh, the colors are definitely different. Error 636, non-manifold edges. Repair. Oh, it closed off the bottom there. Sync printer information. Texture. Advanced. Oh, that's very advanced. Enable support. I think you need support so that the model doesn't fall over or break during printing. Yeah, so this dragon head, there's a bunch of support that you later cut off and it makes into a nice dragon head. So do I need support for Shrek? Probably. You can move everything around just like you can in Blender, and if you click the scroll wheel, it actually moves in 3D space. That's quite intuitive. So how do I assign different colors to Shrek now? Fill bed with copies, simplify model. What if I do super low poly Shrek? Look at his face now. It says PLA plastic here. Add remove filaments. Ooh, wait, so even if I change the color here, it won't matter, will it? And how do I select individual parts of this model? Like, how do I select his vest? Color painting. Filaments. There's one filament. Add more. Oh, you paint like this. It's not a paint bucket tool. Can't you color in this like specific place? Or do I have to draw all around it? But then it gets to the belly as well. Maybe it just imported everything as one massive layer instead of separate layers for the vest and the body and everything. Why is this purple now? Wait, you really can't create and color a model in Blender and then export it to Bambu Studio with colors intact? You need to recolor everything in Bambu Studio again? No answers. This is how it will look like. That's not good. So maybe I do have to color this in manually. Oh wait, there's fill. Boop. Oh, so this brown. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to do so much detail on the eyes there. So what if I go into preview? What is that back there? Okay, there's a bunch of white bits everywhere. Wait, why are there white lines like here? They're not on the model. It's all colored in brown. Expectation. Boom. Reality. What is that tower back there? Is this just showing me the amount of colors that it's going to use, or will it actually print this? Left nozzle has these colors, right nozzle these colors. Warning, it seems object has floating region. Please reorient the object or enable support. Support, enable. Oh wow, that's support. I'm not sure if I should even try to print this because this looks horrible. Prime tower, a cube printed during a filament change to purge old color and ensure smooth color transition. So that's what it is. This software has dark mode. Would you look at that? So now I need to figure out if the white lines that are all over Shrek when I go into preview, are they real? Will they appear in the 3D model? What is normal support? Does it really need that much support? Support painting. Oh, I'm assuming that wherever I paint now, it's going to add a support beam that goes to the ground. Yes, it does. You can see the exact way it will go. Okay, what are these white lines everywhere? Paint with green all over this place and now go into preview. No, it's still white. Uncheck seams in the preview and those go away. Oh yes, this person has the same thing. They don't actually show up in white filament. Oh, that's just the color coding the slicer shows for seams. I think slicer is this whole software. I'm getting used to the slicer. I thought it was actually adding white. Thank you. Well, that's what I thought as well. Now, I've also noticed that I may have a slight problem. The problem was that the green and brown colors didn't have a spool, the white thing. So I had to figure out how to take it apart from another color and add it onto green or brown. Turns out, Bambu Lab makes this process super easy. You just twist and pull. So when you run out of color, you can buy a refill without needing the extra spool. I had some tape and string to prevent the original filament from untangling, and I put it in a plastic bag so it doesn't suck up moisture from the air. I then later realized that this bag had holes because I bought bread in it. So then I glued holes with some more tape and it was good to go. To put the green color on, I just put it on, only to struggle for a bit until I realized that there's this little cutout, so I lined it with the one on the spool nozzle, and that was the whole procedure. I did the same thing with the brown color. So wait, how do I connect 2 filaments to the left nozzle? I think I can only do one. You would need to stop at certain layers and swap the filament per hand. It can be very annoying very fast, but I don't have experience with this tactic. I just bought an AMS. What if I regroup filament? I think since I have the most white in this whole print, I'm going to put white on the right nozzle, these 3 colors on the left nozzle, so that the AMS can automatically switch between them. It will increase 2 grams of filament and 6 changes compared to optimal grouping. Oh, I just made a big mistake. It needs to be like this. So right nozzle for me has the AMS system. I then attached this part on the side of the printer where I put in the white filament that was in the AMS before. Then I put in another tube on the left extruder and fed the filament through, as well as pressed load on the printer. It failed a couple times, and that's because I had to slightly push in the filament so that the printer grabs onto it. After that, I saw plastic coming out of the nozzle, and I knew I was good to go. I also put in the other 3 colors into the AMS, figured out how to record the whole thing, and I was ready to send it. Spaghetti defects were detected by AI print monitoring. Wait, I should have added support right here. I guess let's ignore it for now and see what happens. That can't be good. It's not printing the left hand. Can I take this off? Oh, now the leg's broken. I definitely need to add support here because look at this. And one hand wasn't even printing. So instead of going with my supports here, I think I'm going to go with the recommended ones. Wow, that is a lot of support. How am I going to take this off without ruining Shrek? What if we do tree?
I'm stuck in a tree! I'm stuck in a...
That looks slightly better. Okay, let's do this. Wait, add the sound effect. Turns out while the plate is hot, you can't take off the plastic. That's why I broke it previously. But now it should take off pretty easily. Not really, but here's what we have. Just looks funny. So then I had to take it off the plate. That was scary because I didn't know how fragile Shrek was. And after struggling for a bit, I found that you can actually put the plate in the freezer, which will stiffen up the plastic. So I did that and I was able to take it off. Then there were the supports. I thought they would be much harder to take off, and I was actually expecting for Shrek to break, but to my surprise, they came off super easy. Please don't break. Oh, Shrek turned out pretty good, except the teeth. For some reason, the entire mouth was green. And of course, I had to recreate this perfect match cut. I was waiting for this the entire video. Now, 3D printing isn't the only thing that this printer does well. Bambu Lab have designed it to be an all-in-one DIY powerhouse, like a personal manufacturing hub. So apart from 3D printing, there's also a cutting module, which cuts things. There's also a laser module, I'm scared of this one, and it can draw. So I think I'll have to replace the nozzles with this. Oh, there's a blade on top there. Sharp blade, do not touch. It's a good thing I read this before taking it off. And this here is the laser module. Which part is the laser? It's a 10-watt laser. How powerful is that? About 10 watts of power. Avoid eye or skin exposure to direct or scattered radiation. To prepare the printer, I installed the emergency power off button as well as this air pipe at the back to throw the laser fumes out the window. And since I was scared of the laser, I decided to try painting and cutting something first. For that, I installed this black plate. Oh, there's like glue on top. And using the Bambu Lab tutorial, I attached the cutting module as well as plugged it in at the top. Now, all I had to do was figure out how to paint something because it had a sharp blade at the end, not something you can paint with. How to cut an object. Select an object, open the cut tool from the toolbar with the C key. Okay, Mr. Jerry Rig, things to cut out of paper cutting module. The quality of Bambu printer is breathtaking. Whoa. How do you make this? I want an octopus. STL. What's STL? What? I don't even understand like how. Saving this for later. How to cut paper with Bambu Lab H2D. Import/draw 2D patterns, either bitmap or vector in Bambu Suite. Oh, you can remove the background from within the software. I then pulled out the blade from the cutting module. Let go, please. That was scary. Then placed the pen inside of this part and attached it where the blade was. So we'll just put this here, maybe. Oh, wait, it's completely stuck. That left some paper residue. I just put the paper on. Hopefully this is what I'm supposed to be doing. For the actual drawing, I think I can do pretty much anything imaginable. Actually looks like a banana. We can try this out for our first attempt and then maybe cut it out like this so it becomes a weird smiley face sticker. And what if I just drag this into the Bambu Lab? I'm not sure what happened. How to draw with Bambu Lab printer. Bambu Studio beginner tutorial. Oh wow, okay, there's a bunch of stuff you can do. Add text on top of the model, rotate and slice the model, and then put these little pins so that you can join it back together later. That's crazy. This tutorial is mostly for the printing side of things. Maybe I just need to export my smiley face as, oh, Microsoft Copilot. Export this as an SVG, then it works. Please use third-party software to convert the SVG path data before re-importing. So how do I tell it to paint something? Bambu Lab cutting module quick start guide. Okay, here we go. Do not hold materials by hand during cutting. Well, of course not. What does the weeding tool do? Yes, I did everything exactly like this. Okay, so there's no instructions on how to actually load in a model for it to paint. Interesting. I created my design in Affinity Designer and then converted a type to curves before exporting as an SVG. This is an important step because Bambu Suite does not recognize embedded font references. I'm going to do this in Affinity Photo. A professional artwork. Mouth still looks like a banana. Export text as curves, font independence. Then let's send this over to Windows. So does this file work? Contains some unsupported data. Convert SVG to path data online. Does that work? Just gave me a bunch of code. So do I download and import it now? No. How to import SVG into Bambu Lab. My solution was not working with SVGs. What? Am I using the wrong format? I just want to paint a simple painting with the pen. How do I do that? There don't seem to be that many tutorials, or is it like common knowledge that I don't have? Install the pen module. Okay. Prepare the cutting platform. Import SVG and select drawing mode. Open Bambu Lab on your PC and log in. Import your SVG file into the canvas. Choose the process type as draw pen. File, import config. See, it says it supports SVG. If I open, it doesn't support it. Use a vector graphics editor, example Illustrator. Convert all shapes, text, or polylines to paths. SVG path editor. Wait, how am I stuck here? What if I drag this into Blender? Resolution 10, scale 10. Okay, so where is it? Wait, I don't think it's here. Or is it? Wait, what's going on? Why can't I paint a simple smiley face? What if I make this smiley face using the pen tool? Okay, so will this count as shapes? It's here! Oh, I just had to create it with the pen tool. Unbelievable. Select the process type as draw pen. If you want to paint, draw the SVG. Is it in the right-click menu? Wait, where's the process type? Color scheme. Where do I change process type? After importing your design into the canvas, you select the process type such as draw pen, painting, laser engraving, or cutting. Wait, am I blind? Is it like here somewhere? Yeah, this is the printing preview. Maybe here I do process. These Google results are so not what I'm looking for. Printable. What if I deselect printable? Oh, it just went see-through. Oh, edit process settings. Oh, there it was. Switch to per object setting mode to edit process settings. Wait, what? I am inside of objects and I just have this object selected. Per object doesn't exist. Wait, I didn't expect this to be so hard just to paint a smiley face. Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much. I think I'm rage quitting for today. All right, ladies in Mental Gen. It's the next day and we're back. Can I draw the smiley face? Might as well immediately start Googling. Oh, that's a Pokemon, right? Immediately sidetracked after just a minute of research. Oh my god. There's a different software that you're supposed to use. It's called Bambu Suite instead of Bambu Studio. I've been using the wrong software. Oh no. Of course. Thank you, serial hobbyism. The amount of things I tried. Oh. Absolutely unbelievable. Bambu Suite is an intuitive and powerful software that supports laser cutting, blade cutting, pen drawing, and so much more. Who knew? This is quite embarrassing, I must say. Oh look, and there are a bunch of pre-made projects that you can do. So if I drag in my smiley face, boom, laser processing, cutting, or drawing. Let's do drawing. The printer is in LAN only mode. Please enter the access code. Okay. Oh look, and there's a different mouse cursor. So from here I can select drawing fill, boom, and then that's it. Material detected. Capture an image before production can achieve better production results. Oh wait, it actually like got the paper. There's my smiley face. This is so easy compared to when I was using the wrong program. Please select material before making. I think I have this cardstock, and now I just click make. It's doing something. It's drawing. Look at that. That was easy. I just had to use the right software. So now I think I keep this here and I want to cut it out from the paper. So if I paint with the pen tool, how do I move a point? Space? I think it'll just be easier to do this in Photoshop. And so now if I drag it in here, select cutting, ooh, there's the shape. And I don't want it to be filled in. Maybe move this layer above that one and then select the fill to be different. This looks cursed. Ooh, I can edit the path in here. Beautiful. And I want to move it on top of the smile. That's not good. Capture image. Oh, there we go. There's the smile. What would be cool is to slightly reduce the opacity of this because I can't see what's below. So I'm going to replace the pen module with the cutting module. Here we go. Boom.
Is it going to be fast? Ooh, it is pretty fast. That's crazy.
Now, was this a waste of paper cutting it out of the middle? Most likely. So you can definitely make stickers with this printer on a sticky paper, obviously. It's awesome that it has a built-in camera that can take a picture of what it's trying to cut. It's not just guessing the coordinates. Next up is this bad boy, the laser module. This is the part that I need for it. Oh wait, there's also other materials. This material and then wood. I love how wood smells. So let's laser engrave this. So this is probably for holding the wood very evenly spaced out. Ignore this 4 gap right here. Oh, I also need to connect an air pipe right here. Then I want to remove the old cutting module and then slide in the laser module. Next, there's this tube here. One side of it goes into the laser module. Okay, I can't really push it in anymore. That's what he said. And then I feed it through here into this thing here. The tube is correctly connected if it cannot be gently pulled out. So I think we're good. Oh, there's also a screw at the back of the printer that I haven't yet removed. I'll go do that now. Inside of the instruction manual, I found some laser test material, and I also want to actually read the manual before doing anything with a laser. So let's do some lasering. By the way, if you like this wallpaper, I'll leave the link to the wallpaper pack in the description. Oh, a new update. Didn't I just install the software? Am I eating right now? Maybe. Create a new project. And what if I want to write some text? Oi, that's good for a laser test. Let's do the Vsauce font. It's asking me to complete the calibration, so I'm going to do that. Oh, laser module firmware does not match the printer. Please update it on the firmware page. Huh? For some reason, it doesn't let me click update. I just connected the printer with the mobile app and it immediately detected the update. So I'm going to update and be right back. So this is the laser test material. I'm going to place it right there. Is this good? So I guess let's begin the test. It's just standing there. It's doing it. And this is what we have. Smells nice. So now the question is, what do I laser? Oh yes, let's do OI. So instead of laser line, let's do laser fill. The capture image feature is so good. You can see where you're printing instead of having to guess coordinates. And make. This looks so high quality, as well as smells amazing. Wait, I may have an idea. Create me a dangerous and cool looking octopus image on a white background. No way this is possible. Look at this. Please be a cool looking octopus. Oh, make it more hyper realistic. There's no way it actually does this though. So I want to cut out the background. Does it work? Okay, I think we could work with this. Isn't this going to look amazing? Let's remove the white background as well as here, as well as here, as well as here, as well as here. Oh, it's going to look like this. Make immediately. I probably will have to sit here for 42 minutes and just observe that nothing goes wrong. See you in 45 minutes. Now that is a cool looking octopus. Hello? That looks so good. Wow, I'm really impressed. I also found this subreddit called Functional Print. There's some really cool things that people 3D print. Like here, the fridge handle broke. He 3D printed this part and now it's no longer broken. I'm excited to learn more about this. So how was my 3D printing experience? Honestly, it was really interesting. I've barely even scratched the surface of the 3D printing world. This one comes in radioactive packaging. Wait, surely. I think I can do it. Oh, finally, the satisfaction. I just messed around a little bit, created my first few prints. What? How is there a knot there? How did that happen? And there's a bunch more to learn, but so far it's been really fun. Even though I made a bunch of rookie mistakes by not reading the manual, this printer makes it super easy to set everything up. It detects all the parts. If you didn't do something, it just tells you that you didn't do it. If you're also thinking of getting into 3D printing, or maybe you have an old printer that's due for an upgrade, check out the H2D printer from Bambu Lab. It's really an all-in-one DIY workstation. It has 2 nozzles, so it can print really fast and mix and match different colors. There's the cutting module that can cut and draw, and also the laser module. I'll leave a link to the printer in the description. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention.
Element of surprise!